Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. Now I know this news is about 2 days old, but because I've been so busy, I haven't been able to talk about this particular news that came out from the UK, which I'm very disappointed in. But essentially, the UK government has deemed fever packs and loot boxes as not gambling, and one of the main reasons as to why they've deemed it as non-gambling is simply because there is no official way to monetize what's inside the loot boxes or the fever packs. So what I think they are trying to say is that people who spend money on loot boxes, on fever packs, or as EA and other companies like to call it, surprise mechanics, is that there is no way to actually make money once you've received the items within the loot crate or fever packs or whatever the case may be. Now, I could be wrong in saying this, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, but let's say for example I have an account and I've been opening loot crates consistently and I have a lot of cool items, a lot of rare units or foot players or whatever the case may be. Is it not me making money if I decide to sell my account? Because that's a form of monetization. In the end of the day, I can still make money from my account if I choose not to play the game anymore. That is a form of monetization, and people could get hooked on the idea of creating a very rare and powerful account that holds a lot of units and players and all that stuff, and then monetize that to sell it to a, let's say, a eBay section or a Craigslist or something that nature. I don't know, but this ruling that came from the UK is honestly very disappointing. It's a win for EA and all this corporation that wants to practice this type of business model, whatever they want to call it, and it's a big fucking L for us gamers who would have to tolerate more of this bullshit down the line. But also, what's interesting is that we are actually starting to see the next level of fucking loot crate type business practices. So on top of all this news, Rockstar released a new feature, the casino. A lot of people have been waiting for this casino feature for about 6 months. I didn't know about this. I didn't even know there was a plan to bring a casino feature into GTA 5, but apparently there is. But what's interesting about this casino thing, which I just found absolutely mind-boggling, that people aren't seeing the type of issue that this presents, and that is you're able to, I guess, put in real life money, like we're talking currency that you have to get from working an 8-hour job, into a fictional casino, and you could win big, but you can't withdraw those earnings. So essentially you're just putting money, real money, into this economy, but you can't reap the benefits if you, I guess, were to win big or whatever. It's a lose-win for losing for the consumers, winning for obviously Rockstar and all that stuff. And we could see more of this type of stuff in the near future, where people are going to be able to play games, virtual games, inside a game, and in order for you to participate, you have to pay money. I mean, it's like Loot Crate, but at least with Loot Crate, at the very least, there is some small benefit. I still don't like Loot Crates, but there is some small benefit that comes with at least opening packs. In this case, all you're doing is just, you're paying real money to buy chips to play virtual casino games where you can't even reap the fucking benefits from it. It's like one of those what's it called again? Oh, what's it called? I think poker groups, something. You know those mobile games where you can play gambling games and stuff like that. At least in those ones you can reap the benefits from it. But imagine those poker games and those gambling games in the near future actually adapting this model that Rockstar has presented, and now they're gonna take money from you and then not give you any benefits back. I don't know, but it's interesting. But for the most part, I don't agree with the ruling that the UK took with this whole, they don't see a way for these companies, or for individual people who are participating in loot crates to monetize it, when I don't know, I think this may have just been boomers who've made this decision, because it is very clear, like, if I've been playing a mobile game for years and years and I've been acquiring a lot of rare units through, I guess, sheer luck and all that stuff, my account could be worth a lot of money if, you know, I were to sell it for the right price. Let's say, for example, we had recently, I'll give you an example. So in Dragon Ball Legends, they had a recent event where you can get a Legend Limited Vegito. Now, I don't know how many people pulled that Vegito character. I'm assuming it's going to be not a lot of people, but the smaller majority who've actually were able to pull out Vegito, they can sell their account for a pretty reasonable price. I don't know how much an account can go for Dragon Ball Legends, but you know, it depends on what you have inside the account. So yeah, I mean, we've seen cases of people, especially kids, who pay lots of money by accident, not knowing that they're spending real life money in these virtual games. You know, we've seen documentary of kids and even teenagers admitting that they've had an addiction, a problem when it comes to this loot crate, spending up to, you know, 4,000, 5,000 euros, dollars, pounds, whatever it may be, because they've gotten hooked in this freaking loot crate thing. But meanwhile, obviously EA is probably dancing around, celebrating the fact that they can still continue on practicing this disgusting, for me personally, this is all my own personal opinion, disgusting business practice, personally. I don't know, I think this has to be revised again, hopefully. I know Belgium and some of the other countries in Europe, European Union are still fighting very hard to push away loot crates. I hope that they consider the concept of, I don't know if this is actually a valuable argument, but for the most part, the probability of someone wanting to participate in loot crate to sell their account because they actually ended up acquiring some really rare items and stuff of that nature, it's not going to give them the same return as what they invested into that, I guess, account, but it is a way to make money. It is a way to have some monetary value back from what you've done with the game. It is gambling, and it is actually gambling when you think about it this way, because when you go to a gambling section, a casino or whatever, and you're going in, you're buying chips, you're going in for basically to win big and to be lucky to win big. That's exactly how it is with loot crates. All you're doing is, you know, spending a lot of money to hopefully get some really good item and, you know, increase the value of your account, and therefore you could sell it back for you know, a pretty decent price, because some people don't want to have to spend so many, I guess, chat money, you know, hopes to get what they want. Instead, they can pay a set price and get the exact character that they want in the game. I don't know, I don't agree with this. I think they should revise it. Whatever, you know, I don't know. It is very disappointing. It is very, very disappointing, and the fact that GTA 5 Casino has the balls, we're talking the actual balls, to convince you to pay real money to get virtual chip. Like, just saying it just sounds just absurd. Like, how? Like, how? Anyways, that's just my thoughts and opinion on it. Yeah, I'm not really happy with this outcome personally. I don't know if this is just like step one, that they've disagreed and now they're gonna have to re-investigate again, or this is the final, you know, verdict on this whole situation. Man. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. That's just my own opinion. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully the UK. So the thing is, okay, I know I just said I was gonna end the video, but let me just put this one point out. They're not getting people who are, I guess, more versed in what's going on. I think these are just boomers who don't really see the whole picture, and obviously EA is not gonna give them the whole picture. They're gonna try and give them as little picture as humanly possible. They need to revise this. I personally just want loot boxes and loot crates to leave, at the very least, to leave the mainstream gaming. So I'm talking about the consoles and the PC. I don't care about the mobile. I also want them to be like, yeah, no, actually I do care about the mobile. I want it to be gone permanently. Like, get away, piss off. I don't want to see any of those type of shit. It's just a shady business practice that a lot of people unfortunately don't seem to grasp the picture of it, and they just do it because people obviously will use the justification, oh, I have money, it is my money, I can spend it however way I want. Yeah, I know, it's your money, you can do whatever you want with it, but that doesn't mean I can't criticize you, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's it for me. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.